Hi, I'm Avlin and I'm an intern with Lexus and Company, and today I'm going to discuss the topic of international humanitarian law. International humanitarian law is also known as law of war. These laws apply during the armed conflicts, whether it is international at international level or it is internally. Although these laws does not apply to the internal disputes or tensions such as demonstration and isolated acts of violence, over there human right laws are applicable. These laws does not concern with the legitimacy of the conflicts. There are basically two terms which are often used in international law. First one is just in bello, and which means the prohibition against the use of force among states and exception to it. And the second term which is used is just ad bellum, which means legitimacy of conflict, and this has been recognized by UN Charter of 1945. And the core ingredients of this is self-defense and unauthorization for use of force. International humanitarian law is used as synonym with, or we can say it is synonymous with just in bello. Just in bello, which means regulation of the conduct of parties engaged in any armed conflict. So it seeks to minimize the sufferings in armed conflicts, notably by protecting and assisting all the victims of armed conflict to the greatest extent possible. So international humanitarian laws are basically made for the protection of the victims of the armed conflicts. Moving further, let's discuss what are the basic principles of international humanitarian law. First principle is principle of distinction. That means difference between civilians and combatants. It covers the protection of non-combatants, that is the civilians, medical personals, wounded, sick, etc. Second is principle of military necessity. That means armies must maintain certain rules. That is, to kill one or to harm one militant, you cannot harm 100 of civilians. Moving on to the third principle, that is the principle of proportionality. That is, if both the countries use the same river, then that river cannot be poisoned. Fourth is the principle of humanity. The prohibition on infliction unnecessary sufferings. That is, landmines or pits are not allowed. दैट इज़ खड्डे खोदना जगह जगह पे दूसरों को गिराने के लिए, दूसरे कंट्री के आर्मीज़ को गिराने के लिए, दैट इज़ नॉट अलाउड. Further, no harm to religious monuments. Let's see what is the difference between international humanitarian law and human rights. International humanitarian laws basically deals with the behavior of the state during wartime. That is, how a state behaves in wartime situation with each other. International area and during wartime. Whereas human rights are applicable or are applied by the government, or we can say that it is applicable where the government treats, how the government treats its subjects, national arena, and they are also known as peacetime laws. Human rights laws are governed by UDHR, that is Universal Declaration of Human Rights 1948. There are few things related to international humanitarian laws which we all should know. The first thing is, who was the founder of international humanitarian law? So Henry Durant was the founder of international humanitarian law. These laws gave rise to the Geneva Convention of 1864. International humanitarian law basically distinguished between the soldiers and the non-soldiers. Then further we had International Committee of Red Cross, that is ICRC, based in Geneva, Switzerland. These all are the committees under the ambit of international human rights, or which are which follow the international human rights laws. So these are those committees which we are discussing right now. So moving on to the third one is Francis Leber. He was the author of Leber Code. Legal code became the basis of Hague Convention, and it was accepted both at national and international level. Geneva law intended to protect who were not and were no longer participants of hostilities, whereas Hague law intended to restrict the meaning and method of warfare. Example, expanded bullet, Russian ballon are based on Hague's law. So this is all about international humanitarian laws. Thank you so much.